Hey guys, salams. Front stand 3 here. Let's hit it. The first floor student building you find both the cafeteria and the campus store. As you like I said, cafeteria sells a number of different kinds of food. The store sells unique combat equipment like items or like weapons or cover items. It makes it the best way to stock up on supplies or buy new equipment on campus. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Damn it. Yeah. This looks like the place. There's definitely still someone inside. I can sense it. Hope I'm not interrupting. Yeah. What's up?
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption. Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the Student Council room, Rean Schwarzer. Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book. The name's Toa Herschel. I'm the student council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you? I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe. So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see. Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orbment, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orbments. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf. Which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Technically, you're right, but she's always so busy. And I help out the other instructors a lot too, so I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah. She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work, right? It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here at the Academy.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out, so I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Mwah.
Mwah, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down. No. Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the Academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them, and we try to help out however we can. I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day, and drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing. Thanks. Dusk already? What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria. And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy? Hello? This is Rean Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind. I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But alright, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president, so Emma or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course. But in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that, no?
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Beer, of course. It's the weekend and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome. If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along. And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh? She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
Chapter 1, Unconventional Studies. Afterwards, Rean returned straight to the dormitory, and after relaxing in his room for a while, he decided to walk around the dorms. You can now view the overall achievements and character tabs of your notebook. Book can be accessed by pressing the touchpad button or releasing note from the camp menu and then selecting their respective tasks. My president Tola left me in charge of handing out everyone's notebooks. Tomorrow's the first free day, so I should get it done tonight. He was bored of Class 7's dorm the night before each free day. You will have a story will progress should you return to Rean's room. Hey there, Ring, something the matter? Toa gave me Class M's student notebook to hand out earlier, so I'm just going around delivering those. Here's yours, Elliot. Ooh, thanks. Anyway, were you playing the violin here? Sorry, it's pretty late, so I wasn't really playing per se, just doing the fingering motions. The wind orchestra isn't meeting tomorrow, so I thought I should get into practice tonight instead. Well, you're really into your music, huh? I can't imagine most people being that invested in their hobbies. Your room's chock full of musical stuff too. It's not that much, honestly. It'd be nice if the walls in these dorms were a bit more soundproof, though. Then I'd be able to play all night without bothering anyone. Bastards. Speaking like a true music nerd. At least I can play as much as I want during the afternoons. It really would be nice if the walls in these rooms had better soundproofing, though. Oh well, it's just an old building, apparently, so I guess I'll just have to deal with it. Yeah. This should be Machias' room. What was it? It's me, Rean. I've got something here for you. I'll be right there. Rean handed Machias stuff. I'm sorry to make you go through all that trouble. Oh, don't worry about it. Were you in the middle of studying here? There? I'm sorry if I interrupt you. No need to be sorry for that. How did you know I was studying, though? You got pencil marks all over the sides of your hands. Huh. Well, then, you should make sure to do plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'll be pretty hard, too, huh? I agree. Besides, it'll be a chance to show up those snobby upper classes and students. I'll see you tomorrow, Ben. Yeah, good night. I shouldn't interrupt my studying. Evening, Rean. What's up? Actually, I was just looking for you. I've got your student notebook here. Here you go. Oh, I was wondering when that'd come. Thanks. Sorry to make you go out of your way to deliver it. No worries. The room's got a really distinctive feel to it, though. What's hanging on the wall? That sort of ornament made in the North Highlands. I thought it'd be nice a way to bring the spirit of my homeland along with me. I see. It really does give the whole room an exotic feel. You've got your brushes out too, so I'm guessing you're gonna spend tomorrow painting. Yeah, I'm planning to head over to the art club. Free to come along with you. I feel like it. Anyway, it might be a good idea to rest for your day. I recommend you get a little relaxation too, Rean. Yeah, I think I can manage that. This should be Yusu's room. Who's there? It's me, Rean. I've got your student notebook here. Very well. He's just like Machias. Rean hand uses his student notebook. Yeah, my thanks. Don't mention it. Mind if I ask what you were up to? I was simply reading. Oh, what kind of book? A biography I borrowed from the library. Why must I indulge your mundane little questions? Huh? Well, we may live in the same dorm, two of us are perfect strangers. Your proximity to me does not give you license to intrude on my private life. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Pay it no mind. Also, I suggest you be more mindful of when and to whom you volunteer your time. Otherwise, people will be more than happy to simply use you at every turn. Was that meant to be a warning? He doesn't seem like an easy guy to make friends with, that's for sure. But maybe he's got a good heart. I probably shouldn't bother him again. I wonder who's supposed to be going over there. You really can't be ice cold beer after work. No way, maybe you can with 2 ice cold beers. Have you been drinking all night? At least try not to fall asleep here. Okay, I don't want you to catch a cold. Don't worry, you worry about your pretty little head about me. I'm indestructible. Especially since I've got the day off tomorrow. You say that like it totally excuses your entire night of drinking. Anyway, you were nice enough to take on some of the some work for the student council, so that's a load off my shoulders. I'm looking forward to seeing how you perform tomorrow. Alright. She went plastered to bastard in the blink of an eye. Looks like there's a lot more to her than I thought. Really, though, how great is it that we're all free to do whatever you want tomorrow? The only proper way to celebrate is drinking the right way. Or maybe not. You want to drink? Funny. It should be P's room. Who's there? It's me, Rean. I've got something here for you. Coming. Hand for your notebook. Cheers. Yawn. Oh, were you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you up. It's fine. I'm surprised you went to sleep this early, though. I mean, we just had dinner. I didn't have anything else to do. You done? Yeah, I just wanted to give you the notebook. Right. She's a unique one, that girl. I wonder how she ended up a student here anyway. I wonder if she's gone back to sleep already. I'd rather not wake her up again. I need to give Elisa her student notebook too. Right, here goes. What is it? It's me, Rean. But what do you want? What are you even thinking coming to some innocent girl's room this late at night? Okay, good point. I wouldn't have a number of circumstances, but there's something I need to give you. Rean explained. I asked him how everyone's student notebooks. Okay. Wait a moment. Hurry up and hand it over. Okay, just hold on a second. Let me check out Lisa's notebooks. It should be this one. Let's see, Lisa. Don't read that. Lisa snatched the student notebook out of Rean's hand. Can't let my guard down. Ground you for a second, can't I? Sorry, I can't tell which notebook is which without looking inside. I didn't really mean any harm. Or so you say. Anyway, it's all you wanted, isn't it? Good night, then. Guess I have to back off for tonight. It seems that R is just an initial. And if it's reading her full name, she snatched out my hands, though. Is there a reason she's hiding it? I should just give up for today. Hope I get a chance to apply that soon, though. This should be Emma's room. Yes, who is it? It's me, Rean. Do you have a moment? Oh, Rean, I'll be there. Thank you. Oh, on another note, how are you planning on spending the day tomorrow? I'm thinking now to help out the student council. How about you? I'm planning on looking at some more clubs. I haven't seen what the culture clubs have to offer yet, so I'll be visiting them tomorrow. Alright, join a club does sound like a good idea. I know if any of them seem really good. Alright, I will. Also, I do hope you're able to make up with Elisa soon. Did you hear us just now? Well, you weren't exactly quiet. I think Elisa still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. Don't worry, I'm sure it will all work out in the end. Thanks. Good night, Emma. Good night. And thank you for bringing me my notebook too. Man, talk to her just cheers me up. Let's hope I can get this all sorted out soon. This should be Laura's room. Hey, Laura, are you in there? Is that you, Rean? I'll be right there. Thank you for taking the time to deliver it to me. Don't worry about it. What were you doing anyway? You didn't hear me knocking and you're covered in sweat. I was just practicing with a wooden sword. I must have been so focused on my practice that I didn't hear you knock at first. That's some concentration, alright. Maybe I should go do some practicing when I get back to my room too. You certainly don't want to neglect your training. I'd enjoy it if I had someone to duel with sometime too. Well then, good night. Good night. Sounds your pressing can be heard. And like she's back at it, I wouldn't want to interrupt her. This appears to be a vacant room, yeah. I don't want a female clash. Should I call it a day? Choosing to rest will cause the date to change and the main story to advance. Yeah, well, what else to do? Student count stat, okay. A noteworthy loss. Colette. I kind of dropped my student notebook and now I can't find it anywhere. But anyone be willing to help me? I'll be looking for it on the first floor of the student building, and I'd really appreciate if someone lent me a hand. Colette, class 4. She's a commoner. I just finished repairing a bunch of orbital tech here at the engineering club, but I need someone to deliver everything. Stop by the engineering building left of the student council building, and I'll help you tell you more. George, class 3. Noble. I have reason to believe that strange phenomena have been occurring in the old school as of late. As such, I would like to request that one or more combat-ready students look into this and report back to me. For more details, come see me in my office on the building on the first floor. Okay. One from the principal, one from the engineering club, and one from another first year. I heard I was expecting a request from the principal as one of my very first times. Hope I don't screw it up. Here's about the one from the engineering club too. Sounds interesting. I've got all day, so let's just dive in, I guess. You now view the quest tab in your notebook. Quest tab automatically records the progress of all quests, extracurricular activities you undertake. It means by pressing the touchpad button or by choosing a note on campus. And that note in the camp never found by quest. Some quests must be completed in order to advance the main story. These quests have a Rick mark next to their name, and the story will progress only once they've been completed. Quests without this mark are not essential for advancing. They will disappear from the list if not undertaken in a timely manner. On free days, special class events can be triggered with certain classmates and sub-characters. These are called bonding quests. One bullet will be consumed each time you view an event, but your bond with that character will be strengthened. When the time of day advances to evening, all daytime bonding quests, events and quests will no longer be available. In exchange, you'll receive 1 bonus point, which can be used to trigger an evening exclusive bonding event. Feels like Persona. Alright, Schwarzer. You perform that service? Elliot seems like he's only my friend. I want to talk to Elliot. Whew, you're looking pretty busy there, Elliot. Yeah, I just got some packages from home. Heavy ones at that. I just carried them up here and I'm already totally beat. I can believe that. Seems like there's food in one of these too, so I should probably look through them. Well, alright, man. Should I give him a hand? You would like to use a hand to help out? Really, you would? Well, I'd sure appreciate it. Rean and Elliot began sorting out the packages that Elliot received from home. Well, we're done with about half of them now. Haha, I didn't expect there to be quite this much of everything. There has to be a month's worth of food here, not to mention a bunch of clothes and other daily necessities. I didn't expect this either. Now I feel bad for dragging you into it. My sister's way too protective of me sometimes. Oh, you've got a sister? Yeah, an older one. She's always been a bit on the clingy side too. I mean, I'm grateful that she sent me a care package, but I wish she'd tone it down a bit. I'm not a kid anymore. You mean it? I think it's kind of nice, actually. You can tell she really cares about you. Really. Elliot took a worn-looking piece of sheet music out of the box. Is that sheet music? It looks like someone got a lot of use out of it. Yeah, I used to practice with this all the time back home. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to enter a music academy before I ended up here. Oh, really? And I guess joining the Windor show wasn't just a casual thing for you, huh? Well, I've always loved music ever since I was younger, but in the end, I wasn't all that serious about it, so I ended up choosing Thors instead of a music academy. Weird, really? Well, either way, it'd be nice to hear you play that piece sometime. Sure, one of these days. Rean and I returned to sorting out the packages, only getting through with strength of their combined efforts. Bob Elliot strengthened. Thanks, Rean. Everything's nice and tight now. I'll let you hear that piece next time I get a chance. I look forward to it. He also like to mock this, but I really don't like him. He's a dick. I mean, he's nice and used to get along with Eustace, but you know how he treats nobles. The war was beautiful today. Right, let's head out. Just a huge person, variety item stores there. Barnes General Store stocks greens and accessories. Sage is boutique selling clothing, footwear, and accessories. King's Bookstore sells reading materials such as newspapers and obsolete books. Church Inn stocks food. You also pay a small fee to rest here and store your CP. You can use square button to access quick travel menu. Yeah, I'm not fucking doing your Bonnie Quest, asshole. Alright, you're fucking ruthless, man. Oh, one of the rare ones. Oh, well, whatever. Our surf team is supposed to be friendly. So now, we'll take a look around. Oh, I gotta have material. Man, I ain't got shit. Yeah. The man whoever's first day. The fish are really going to be buying today. Looks like he's a student from one of the upper classes. Hey there, I haven't met you yet. You've got to be one of those red uniforms on this class. That's right, my name is Rean Schwarzer. Are you a first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lake Lord, class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club, so it's really laid back, you'd like it. But yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise, he's pretty laid back himself, fishing for a noble. I take it the Imperial Fishing Club is about fishing. Catch up quick. This is supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there are a ton of different fish you can catch here. I'm trying to figure out the right spot. It seems like you're having fun at least. You've done a bit of fishing in your time, haven't you? How about giving it another shot? Well, sure, but how do you know that? And just a hunch. Well, for one fisherman to another fishing book, they're getting it wrong. Are you sure I can have these? I feel kind of bad for getting all this stuff for nothing. Don't sweat. The Imperial Fishing Club's here to spread the joy of fishing, so it's all good. You'll be starting off as a white angler, but don't think too much about that. Just fish away to your heart's content. What? Just ignore that part for now. It's not important. Oh yeah, once you start landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll tell you some cool prices for your points. Prices, points, what's going on? No, that's all explained. Now that's all explained. It's time for me to head off. I've got some plenty of fish to catch. I'll be fishing at the pond on the campus if you want to join me. I'm so confused about some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have a rod, it wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see, Leo says it's made by the Lake Lord Company. I mean, isn't Lake Lord his last name? His family must be pretty famous then. I assume experts on fishing. He was looking over there, right? It seems like I'll be doing fish around the pond. He mentioned it's available too. So I'll give it a shot when I have time. You can view fishing tab in your notebook. Fish points, you can set a number of lines. Like catching fish or angler points, the amount you get is become a variety of catch. Okay. Or sure I can just have it? Oh, I didn't know I could read that. I didn't know how to read that. Are you ready, Ramon? Since you're gonna have it, think of it as thanks for helping the student council with their work. And besides, giving you a free book makes you more likely to buy one from us in the future, right? Thanks. Next time you need a book, it'll be the first one you want to know. And we've got a new issue, an Imperial Stock issue right now. You should read it if you're curious about what's going on over the country. In fact, we're going to keep them date by grabbing each issue as they come in. Jason. Where you going from? Welcome. That look. Some solid books were lined up here. Time to start reading. Imperial Chronicle annual budget announced. The government today held a press conference to reveal its annual budget to the nation. At the same time, new plans to expand military were announced, including the strengthening of the armored divisions, reaffirming earlier statements made by Chancellor Osborne with the neighboring Calva Republic. Continuing to expand its own armed forces seems an appropriate reaction to a great nation such as ours. Reactions of the Imperial Diet. Both the House of Representatives and House of Peers met to debate the budget of Heimdall. The House of Representatives voted unanimously in favor of the budget and military expansion plan, but the House of Peers remained fiercely critical of both proposals throughout the debate. I pray that His Majesty decides the best interest in the best interest of this nation. House of Peers President. However, with His Majesty leaving decisions regarding the budget in the hands of the Chancellor, it seems unlikely that it will be overturned. Imperial Governor Regnant speaks. In response to an Imperial Chronicle reporter outside City Hall, Governor Regnant had this to say about the budget debate. The proposals have my full approval. Much has been made of the military aspects, but has taken as a whole. I feel the budget is remarkably well balanced. It seems apparent to me that His Excellency has a clear vision for how to respond, how to proceed in modernizing this country. Governor Regnant. The Imperial Transportation Act. It has been a year since the Imperial Transportation Act was enacted in Heimdall. The law was drafted with the expectation that the number of orbital cars in the city will continue to increase, but now that our dear readers reacted to the bill, we have found that the majority seem to be in favor of the new law, though some have argued that giving the cars of commoners regard equal to that of the nobility makes little sense. Argue that giving the cars of commoners regard City Hall PR representative supports the law. The Imperial government maintains that the law has been successful in reducing a number of motoring accidents and aims to eventually introduce it in the rest of the country. Culture. Celtic Grand Market. The eastern town of Celtic is best known for the Grand Market, which is held regularly throughout the year. This year's spring market is bustling as usual and has attracted large numbers of tourists and merchants. But what is it that makes the market so lively? Because the town is located on a trade route that has long been vital to this nation, is the opinion of Otto, the market manager. He believes that Celtic's position as an interchange station where passengers can transfer from the Transcontinental Railroad to national lines makes it easily accessible for visitors from both outside and inside the country. Whatever the reason, the market's popularity is showing no signs of letting up. Spotlight, welcome to the RF store. Our goal is to deliver the latest Riding Foot Group products. We're your one-stop orbital technology shop. Stop it. Damn. Chapter 1, Red Moon Rose. Our story begins in Erebonian during the Middle Ages. Some 200 years ago, the War of the Lions had concluded in west of Emeria, and Emperor Dracula's driving force behind his resolution had been deceased for over a decade. The imperial capital, Heimdall, was a beautiful traditional city with rows of tearful red brick buildings that had earned it the nickname the Vermilion Capital. In one back alley of the city, however, I saw a mood rain. Soldiers in military uniforms paced up and down while a crowd of onlookers gathered to see what was going on. They clung to the edges of the scene, refusing to disperse, no matter how many times they were asked. At the center of the commotion lay a young woman. Her skin was shockingly pale, as if not a drop of blood ran through her veins. On her neck, two dark red spots stood out in stark contrast to the pile of flesh Seeing this, a middle-aged soldier let out a loud sigh and took out his pocket watch. It was just after 6 he gave a curt order to his subordinates to find out who she was, and a woman's body was swiftly carried away from the curious stares of the gawkers. After watching her safely borne away, he noticed a younger soldier following the woman with his eyes as well. Alphonse. He tapped the young man on his shoulder. The soldier stared, seemed to realize that he was still on duty. Sorry, guard. Somewhat flustered, Alphonse adjusted his beret, then hung his head apologetically. Though he snapped from his reverie, it was clear that he still had something on his mind. I believe I've told you before to address me as Sir while on duty. I am your commanding officer, after all, Gerard said jokingly. With a fond pat on the shoulder, Gerard reminded him to stay focused and then left to give orders to the rest of his subordinates. Alphonse quickly returned to his post, sounding grateful for Gerard's characteristically thoughtful gesture. Watching this exchange was another young soldier the same age as Alphonse. Skying unpleasantly, he gave an audible tut. The girl's untimely demise, though shocking, was but one in a series of grisly murders that were the talk of town. Most of the victims were young women who had been out at night, and they had all met their ends through loss of blood. Or put another way, the victims had died after having all of the blood drained from their bodies. Furthermore, all the bodies which had been found had something else in common. Each had bite marks on their neck as if they had been pierced by incredibly sharp fangs. It didn't take long for word of this to start to spread among the people of Heimdall, and all who heard the rumors were quick to think of one of the many ancient legends which exist in Erebonia, specifically the legend that described immortal monstrous creatures which roamed the land at night, feeding on the blood of humans. It was these very legends that eventually became the inspiration for the mass killings new moniker the vampire murderers. That night, after his duties were complete, Alphonse made his way to a small tavern tucked away in a corner of the capital by the name of Alegria, to enjoy a late evening meal. As he sat down to his dinner, a pretty girl near his own age, with a glossy chestnut ponytail, studied him with obvious concern. So how is it, Alfie? Is it nice? I hope so. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The girl, Luca, had been Alphonse's friend since his arrival in Heimdall about 10 years before. A shy, nervous smile tugged at her lips as she continued to watch him. Alphonse felt a blush. Alphonse felt a hot blush creep up his neck under her intense gaze, but he forced himself to eat. The beef stew she had made had a simple yet comforting taste to it. Yeah, he assured her, it's really good. You've really gotten the hang of this. Luca relaxed at his words with a few quick, self-conscious glances at the rest of the tavern customers. She seated herself opposite to him. Her courage seemed spent after this gesture, though, and they sat in awkward silence for some time until she managed a hesitant how's work going these days. At the word work, Alphonse's hand, which was carrying food into his mouth, instantly came to a halt. Despite the so-called vampire murders going on for quite some time, they had been unable to find a clear clue to the culprit behind it all. The corpse of a woman from that afternoon flashed across his mind's eye, and the pleasant flavor of the stew died on his tongue. So young, she must have had family, friends, perhaps even a partner, just like anyone else. She had her whole life ahead of her, and yet that life had been brought to a sudden end, just like so many others before her. What the criminal had done was unforgiving, but the reprehensible nature of the crimes wasn't the only reason that Alphonse was obsessed with this case. Aside for him, there was very little that he could do to solve it now that he had been removed from the investigation team. Luca's soft voice brought him back from his thoughts. Alfie, just don't go overdoing it, okay? Her words made Alphonse realize how tense his expression had become. Her concern embarrassed him. I'm fine, honestly, he said in what he hoped was a reassuring voice. Alphonse was a member of a unit of the Imperial Army, particularly known as the Gerard team, which was responsible for maintaining law and order in Heimdall. Gerard, the team's commanding officer, had long cared for Alphonse like a father, and it was his recognition that led Alphonse to join the army and become a member of the team. Since then, he lived in a dormitory near the army's guardhouse. His meal at the tavern finished, he sketched Luca a quick goodbye and took his usual route back towards the dormitory. An eerie red-colored moon hung full in the sky, bathing the brick buildings in a bewitching carmine glow. Walking along, Alphonse couldn't help but notice that the number of people on the streets at night was much smaller of late. Considering the culprit behind the vampire murders still hadn't been found, that was hardly surprising. So, and yet, despite the fact that barely anyone dared to take the streets, new victims kept appearing one after another, as if to mock the soldiers who patrolled in the dead of night to keep them safe. Since the fear in the city increased day by day and was a deep unease shared by all. Even the soldiers, silently, he swore himself, yet again, that he would stop enough to catch whoever was responsible and bring him to justice. Suddenly, Alphonse stopped in his tracks. His troubled thoughts interrupted by the sight of an unaccompanied woman walking ahead of him. Deep shadows blanketed the path, made it difficult to be certain, but she seemed unsteady on her feet. To his further surprise, she then turned and disappeared down an even darker alley. Considering the ongoing vampire murders, it was hard to believe that anyone could be so careless of a resolute air. Alphonse set about following the woman, determined to call out to her and try to prevent her from coming to any harm. He entered the back alley, almost scared all but the sharpest of ankles. He squinted willingly, his eyes to adjust. The soft outline of a woman's back took shape in Desert Alley. "Excuse me, miss. I'm not sure if it's wise to be..." I almost forgot what he was going to say. Something was wrong. Slowly, the woman turned to face him. Her head hung limply to the side. Long hair matched her face. A hint of eyes could be seen through the wild locks, but they held no focus, no awareness. She opened her mouth and moaned. Horrified by the disturbing figure before him, Alphonse froze. In an instant, she was on him. Arms outstretched, she lunged and seized his neck in a crushing grip. Taken completely by surprise, he fell backwards. Waiting for her pin to get down. Slowly, methodically, she began to squeeze. "Yeah," he croaked. How could that seemingly lifeless woman keep up such unnatural strength? No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't pry her hands from around his windpipe. All of his training, his usual strength, none of it seemed to count for anything against those unyielding claws. Her fingers dug deeper, and already painful absence of air became indescribable agony. From his low vantage point, Alphonse was able to see more of the woman's face now. It swam in and out of view of his oxygen-starved brain. Her pale flesh was almost luminous against the darkness of the night. Her lips were clasped, her chapped, colorless. As she squeezed, they began to part in a hungry leer, the edge just splitting dinner. Although Alphonse could barely understand what was happening, his instincts knew exactly what the woman was about to do. He bucked and ripped desperately in her grip, but as her whole suit gray black began seeping his vision, he just remembered the saber belted to his waist. He was too weak to draw it. The blank-eyed woman flushed her face eagerly towards his neck, teeth bared and gnawed, yawns wide. Alphonse began to close his eyes, seeing his only choice. Just then, the world in his faint view exploded. What happened? Someone come save him? Survive? Yeah. That's all I have for this one, guys. For us, there 3 out. Peace with you, gentlemen. See you later. Bye-bye.